Oh, holy shit. Hey, man.
Oh, my God. How does it happen in this poor old world?
I feel the same way.
That thou art so great, and yet nobody finds thee.
Okay.
That thou callest so loudly, and nobody hears thee.
Wouldn't it be wild if this one's not a poem and this is actually just Ashley Johnson?
That thou givest thyself to everybody, and nobody knows thy name. Men flee from thee and say they cannot find thee. They turn their backs and say they cannot see thee. They stop their ears and say they cannot hear thee. Hans Dank, circa 1520.
There's a little bit there. That one's interesting to me because, like, I partially agree with the sentiment, again, as a man of faith. And yet, there is a tone of self-pity to that one that's like, all right, chill out. You're not a martyr just because your friends aren't Christian. That's not how it works. God, this is another one where it's like, how the hell am I supposed to know the answer to it when I've seen 6 puzzles of this kind and they all had different answers? You know? What do you want from me, game? I almost feel tempted to go back and try the hedge maze again, but I know I'm just going to... it's just going to make me sad. That's all it will accomplish. So alas, I find myself walking in circles, feeling the pain of never knowing what my labors will bring to thee, oh puzzle master. I'm gonna check out the deciduous forest. It's been a second. Monolith here. I've solved one of this one's puzzles. My God, there are a lot of these, huh? Any other things to discover in this forest? I wonder. Like, what's going on in this little plain? This nice little field. Here's a little line that's clearly a puzzle, but I definitely need to have another perspective on it before I can solve it. I have explored over there, so yeah, let's go back to the forest. See what we can what. I don't know if I've even seen this thing yet. What's going on here? Oh hey, oh hey, oh hey! There's another one. There's another thing in here. Look at that. What are you hiding from me? Oh, it went underground. I don't like that I make crackly noises here. Makes me nervous. I haven't solved any of this shit down there. Maybe I need to work on that. Why am I even allowed over here? There's not even any dog tags. Yeah, none of you fuckers are on. Not even you. This boy's too young to be singing the blues. I can usually hit that note pretty well. It's only because of my cold. I promise. It's not because I'm a bad singer. I like how I keep going for it. Like, yeah, this time it'll work. Now my cold's better. What am I doing? Alright, so yeah, this is the Shake Shack with puzzles that no man is meant to solve. Yeah, none of these little guys are on, huh? So yeah, let me double check the storage container over here. See if there's anything else I can do. Anything I've learned with all of my skills. Oh, hey, here's a little back exit to this area. So maybe I should work on the thing I haven't worked on much yet. You know. Because this one is on. It's the only one that's on. And there's no fucking hints unless, god damn it, has it been staring me in the face the whole time? It's the simplest thing in the world, but it's only accomplishable on account of the fact that I'm in a hellscape where the sun never sets ever. It never moves from its place in the sky. But literally all it is the shadows form a maze. That's literally all it is. Which is going to be fun for me to solve now that I know the gimmick, but I am angry at myself for not getting it earlier. I am curious. Interesting. I was about to say I'm curious how it will be complicated, and I have already... Oh, that's pretty fun. That's the reason for this creepy thing happening. It's to complicate things later on. It's a secret tool that will harm me later. No? Oh, it just wants me to go around that corner there. That's pretty fun. Yeah, I like that. Ooh, okay, so now that there's lattice work, does it care about the lattice work? Hopefully not. Easy money. Oh my god, this is going to be the simplest one yet. I know it's going to... They're gonna... This can't be the only thing that complicates it. But as of right now, this is way more straightforward than I thought it was going to be. So let's see what else it has for us. Ooh, this is a fun looking one. Because the thing is, this is one where it's like, once you understand what it's asking of you, it's super easy. So I'm mostly just curious how they're going to mix it up. They're going to mix it up like this, aren't they? Oh, it's just a matter of trying to figure out which ones are the branches and which ones are man-made. I don't think this is real. I don't believe in this. No? Interesting. Interesting. So, interesting. Interesting. It's just the two horizontals that I can ignore. It's the two horizontals I can ignore. Right? What are there specific types of branches I'm supposed to be on the lookout for? Yes. Yes, it's specifically the tree branches. So in a weird way. Okay, so do all those count? You'd think that they would. Ha! That's good. That's a good one. That's a strong puzzle. That's great. Oh, I love that. That was awesome. Oh, that's hilarious. That's great. Okay, so yeah, let's see what we got here. It's actually a little bit hard to tell, honestly. Let's just play around with it. This might be the exact same one I just tried. Yeah. Yeah, now that it's at an angle, that actually complicates a little bit. What are the actual branches here? Because even these diagonal ones, are those branches or are those building sticks? Because this counts, it doesn't like that. Doesn't like that either. Okay, so up to here, it's obvious. Then it gets more complicated. Okay. Because, like, what's the... What do you want from me? There should be, like... There should be a little crook that I'm trying to avoid. I don't see it, you know? I don't quite see it. Yeah, I figured out how they're going to make it complicated. They're just going to slant the puzzle, and thus it becomes very unclear where the branches are. I figured out what it wants, what they're going to do to trip me up. Okay, so I can see what corresponds there. This little gap is this gap. So but where does the branch begin and the detritus end? I'm glad I don't have to go back to the old ones for this one. I'm glad it doesn't shut off the one before it like some of these chain puzzles have tended to do. Because that would be obnoxious. That feels pretty right. I don't know exactly what the... Is this technically crossing the line there? Do you need me to go up this way, actually? Because this is secretly not detritus. You know what I think it might be as simple as is if it is like I should tilt my head, and if it's still at a perfect right angle, it's fine. And anything besides that is something I should avoid. Right? See what I mean? If you tilt your head slightly to the left, you can see the perfect squares again. Unless I'm just supposed to rotate all of that. No, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Unless... Because you see what I... Do you see what I mean? Do you see what... Do you see what I mean? No. No one will see. No one can see. Yeah, I really shot myself in the foot by being like, oh, these are going to be easy. Cough drop time. I hope you're ready for some crunching noises, because I sure am about to give them to you. Hope this sound in addition to my talking, of the mint against my teeth, it's going to be sticking around for the next 5 minutes. Get used to it. I will try to keep the movement to a minimum, though. But it's just going to happen, alright? You're just going to have to get used to it. So what the Just gotta get some blood pumping through the legs. What's your actual deal, man? Maybe I shouldn't look up. Maybe I should look on the floor. But this doesn't help. This doesn't help at all. It slightly does, because I can look at this and be like, yeah, I see the little nook that's causing that shadow. Crook, I should say. The little crook in the branch corresponds to that. But how does that affect the puzzle in any way? I could have sworn I tried that one, but okay. It was not as complicated as I was making it seem. It was truly just be more careful about where you think the branches are. But okay. Interesting. I wonder... Okay, no. I thought it was going to be... I get to transition over, but it's not quite as simple as that. That being said... What does it want from me? Doesn't seem like I can actually solve this puzzle in any meaningful way. As it stands. Because even if I get really close... Oh no, it doesn't back me out. So maybe I do need to get it from a good angle. But even that would be crossing over the shadows, so what I really need to do... Theoretically... something I can't seem to do at this moment, but what I need to do is to get higher up so I can go so yeah, I can shove it up there. Interesting. It doesn't I think I know what it's asking me to do, but I can't actually get the angle required to do it. I know what I need to do, but I don't know if I have everything to do it. Unless I just need to solve it from... Oh, yeah, okay, maybe it's just giving me the clue on what comes next. That, I thought, yeah, okay, yeah, that's all it is. Then go up and then down. Yeah, okay. So, for example... Okay, this one's an interesting one. there's only one exit, and it sure is at first implying that it's just simple as this, but it's not. Oh, I see now. Okay. If you look at it from a certain point of view, you go up here, then down, then all the way around. But I have to get really close to solve it that way. It's all about the angles. Gotta look at it from the right angle. Oh, that's a fun looking one. Just make 2 squares? Okay. Wait. But that can't be. Oh, I see. I see. There is a little light branch that I just didn't see until now. Wait, hang on. Come at it. Down, left, up. Get to here. Down, left, up. Like that. Booyah. Alright, now we're getting interesting. Okay, no, it won't let me go off trail. Seemed like that was kind of what I was going for at first. Okay, we have... up. This is... okay, this is an interesting one. Interesting. I don't quite get it. Because you see what we got? We got a little, like, verse P here, and then we have an actual P up by where the exit is. But this doesn't actually correspond to anything being blocked, I don't think. Unless we're supposed to start from here. Didn't think so. Huh, alright. Because, like, if this corresponds to where we're supposed to go once we run out of light trails, we can't go any further left, you know? Unless it's just giving me permission to use that shape. That might actually be what it is. No. Let's come back to that one. We got a split in the road earlier. Let's go check out the other side of it. I'm just happy to be making progress, honestly. Where'd it go? Okay, here you are. Can't hide from me. Okay, seems a little different. Kind of opposite day, it would seem. If that's what it's going for. It appears to be. So how are you going to complicate things? I should probably clear my nose in a second here. I suppose this is getting to be kind of artist's interpretation of where exactly does the line stop. Because like up here it goes up a little bit. Do I need to account for that? No, not yet, but maybe one day. Like, yeah, at what point do you determine that it branches, you know? Do you have to come up here and then around? Like, this much is clear to me. Then do I come around this way? Do I have to make sure I don't come into contact with any branch I'm not using? Is that what it is? No, not quite. Okay, now I don't know what it wants from me. Do I have to keep it all the same branch? Are you angry that I'm mixing and matching? I hope not, because I sure don't know how to get to the exit with just the starting branch. Okay, so it's just guess where the branches say that they are. I see. Is it you? Are you next? Yeah. Interesting, interesting. Interesting. Another... Who was that? Who was that? Who was that? Who said that? Was that my table? Was that my tree shrine? Tree shrine? Was that you, tree shrine? Tree coon? Hey, one of them's open. Oh, I do have to open both because it's a shadow puzzle. Interesting. Okay. Alright. I'm going to get back to the other side of this puzzle area. I'm going to go use the bathroom and blow my nose, and then we will get back to it. I need to look at this in my brain again and figure out, what are you trying to tell me? To pick up where I left off much earlier, regarding nose blowing, which I know is the conversation you were hoping to get more insight on. I often think to myself the Superman's World of Cardboard speech, which if you're not familiar, is when Superman's fighting Darkseid, he goes on a speech being like, I always feel like I'm in a world of cardboard where I have to be really careful about everything I do, because if I ever punch too hard or hit someone a little bit too hard... There's more maze up here. What does this correspond to? Is this more secrets for my current one, or is that for the next one? Or is it environmental puzzles completely separate? I don't know. He's like, I always have to hold back because I could break anything. And I could, like, accidentally kill someone if I ever, like, really throw a powerful punch. And that's why he talks about, like, he's actually a little bit relieved and happy when he gets to fight people like Darkseid, where he doesn't have to hold back at all. He can throw a punch at full force and doesn't have to worry about hurting anybody. That's how I feel with blowing my nose. And I live in a world of tissue paper, where every time I blow my nose, as I said earlier, I break the tissue paper and it's gross. But when I don't have to deal with tissue paper and I'm right over a sink or I'm in the shower and I don't have to, like, catch any snot with anything, I can just fully blow my nose as hard as I possibly can, and the snot will end up in the sink or in the shower. Then it's like, alright, I can finally actually clear my nostrils. I don't have to worry about blowing too hard to break the tissue paper and yet still not hard enough to clear my nostrils. I can just go all out. And yeah, a bunch of it's going to get on my hands, but I'm right by a sink. I can just wash my hands once I'm done. So that is actually, whenever it's available, my go-to way of blowing my nose is just go to the sink and blow directly into the sink, because tissue papers they are useful in my life for wiping snot if I ever do not have access to a sink. But in terms of actually blowing my nose, handkerchiefs and tissues are pretty much useless to me. Going to the sink is my best option.